Well, it's been a while again. Hey, everybody, it's Drewski McGillicuddy, and I gotta be quiet because the secretary is upstairs working. That's right, she's working from home now. Well, she's been working from home, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about some of the things that I've recently found out in the wild, which makes me realize that hold on just a second. It's this flea market thing in a place called Friendship, Indiana. It's about a hour drive from my house. It's basically like just a big outdoor flea market. But before I had went to that, the community I live in, they have a citywide yard sale that happened to be on the same day, which was September 11th. So this is how long ago all this happened. I've just been sitting here procrastinating for what seems like 2 weeks. Fuck it. God damn it, I found a copy of The Ring on VHS. I don't have The Ring on VHS, and I figure if you're gonna own The Ring, you need it on VHS because you put the tape in the tape in the VCR, and it kills you 7 days later. But I love this case because it's clear. Like, isn't that neat? I don't think I've ever seen a clear VHS tape. So this is like top of the line VHS, and it now belongs to me. Then we made our way over to Friendship, Indiana for the flea market, and it was a big major letdown because usually they have like knives and like bongs and stuff, which they had, but nothing I wanted. And then I happened to stumble across like a couple movies. I figure, the secretary still hasn't seen Us because me and my best friend Chad, we went and seen this in the theater, and I hadn't seen it since because like the ending is totally stupid. It's like one of the dumbest fucking endings I've ever seen in a horror movie, and it just pisses me off. But other than that, the beginning of this movie I thought was really good until you find out what the fuck's really going on, and then you're just like, no, you're stupid. Stick to your fucking political commentary about how black people are great and white people are the devil. A while ago, somebody had gave me a couple Simpsons seasons, like season 4 and season 14, which is like, that's like season 4 and then season 14. That's a drastic difference, especially in the quality of the animation. Well, I just happened to come across season 9, and it's one of them fancy collector's edition where it has, this one has Lisa's face, but they have several other, which I might soon acquire. Here's the picture. I might acquire these because, what's the chances I found this, and then when I'm making this video, I stumble across this post, because Jesse from Arcade Legacy, he posts all these things, and I got this one, so I got to have the other ones. There's something else special he's got, but I'll wait until I grab these things and make another video for you. But anyway, so this is the last thing I had got, and it was only $5, and Now here's the thing about The Simpsons. Let me just go on a little Simpsons thing. I was a die-hard Simpsons fan from the time they were created until I want to say about 2004, whenever Kesha became a thing. That wake up in the morning with the bottle of Jack. I remember they put that song into an episode, and like that was like when I was like, what the fuck? And then I feel like apparently it wasn't only me, because for the past however many years, almost a decade, if not more, The Simpsons has been declining in quality. We've got people quitting the show that have been on the show for a long time for like some kind of SJW reasons, and it's just fucking ridiculous, okay? And like I said, I haven't watched The Simpsons, God, since I was in my early 20s, and I'm an old man now. So we, to go to sleep at night, we watch old TV shows. Like it started out with Andy Griffith. Now we've been watching these 2 seasons that I had, 4 and 14, and then we got this one. And it's like, you go back and you watch this shit, and it is so good. It is so fucking good. But here I am, 2021, terrified to go watch anything past possibly season 20, because somewhere around the early 2000s, they just kind of fizzled out. But anyway, that's that's my Simpsons ramble, okay? Somebody had done went to the Walmart because I wanted to see if we go to a not so scary part of town, if it was a little bit better. So we went to the Indiana Walmart to see what they had to offer. And they had the fucking Wraith on Blu-ray. Have you ever seen the Wraith? It's got Charlie Sheen. And he's like a wraith, which is like a ghost that can drive. And he's got this badass car. Here, can we find the car? This badass car. And he goes around and kills people that killed him, that made him the Wraith. But yeah, if you haven't seen this fucking movie, I've been dying to watch it and then talk to you about it, but nobody watches my videos. Can you believe that shit? Anyway, the Wraith. Have you seen it? I'm sure if you've been to your local Walmart, you've seen their fancy spooky shirts for the Halloween season. And I picked me up this fancy Friday the 13th shirt. It doesn't have the axe mark or the chevrons, but it kind of reminds me of Friday the 13th Part 5's poster, but instead of the, I don't want to call it a generic hockey mask, because that's actually the kind of hockey mask they used to wear back in the day. But yeah, it's not this one, and then this one looks like that one with this one, so it's Part 5. That's what I'm going with. All right, if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass. Fancy a Nightmare on Elm Street one, so now I've got so many Nightmare on Elm Street shirts. I can't wait to wear them all when I finally review the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, because I know there's a lot of people out there that have probably been waiting to hear me talk about that one, and I've been avoiding it for a reason. I'm scared. So we were at Walmart, the one day, and then we we need cat food, so we went to Meijer. I don't know if you have a Meijer near you. I don't know if that's a thing across the country or if it's just a Midwest thing. But they decided they were going to start selling graphic tees too. So I got this fancy ass, you snooze, you lose Freddy Krueger shirt. Because like I said, you can't have too many Freddy Krueger shirts. Plus I just love that. That's like one of my favorite images of Freddy, because this has been on like a lot of promotional material throughout the years. And if I ever got like a $300, $400 tattoo, that might be it, because I gotta have that detail. Because like this one was just like a chiaroscuro, and that was like 10 years ago. Anyway, also at Meijer, they happen to have this, and I couldn't pass it up, even though for some reason the secretary acts like she doesn't like this movie, and I don't know how I feel about that. Because the first Scream is, it used to be a modern day classic, but apparently that came out like fucking 20-something years ago. See, a Scream, I love this cover. This is like my favorite cover or poster material. Because like once they started putting all the people's face, like standing on the cover, and then like there's the H2O one, is like, they just lost all creativity in like the late 90s, early 2000s. It's like, do you not know how to make a fucking creative poster other than putting the fucking stars of the movie on the motherfucking poster? Fucking lazy ass bastards. So I took a bunch of crap I didn't need up to Arcade Legacy, because he had some stuff that is astronomically overpriced, and I couldn't be spending that kind of money. Basically, I would have spent $120 on the next items I'm about to show you. But because I had a bunch of crap I didn't want that I didn't need no more, I took it up there. And he gave me $90 store credit. So I only had to pay $11 for Poltergeist 2 and Poltergeist 3 on the authentic Shout Factory, Scream Factory Blu-ray. It's got all the fancy, well, at least I hope to God it's got special features. If I'm paying that kind of fucking money, even though I didn't really have to pay that kind of money, I got by paying like $11 or $12 for them. But like if you look on eBay, they're fucking astronomical. Like he wanted $60 a piece for them, and I was like, God damn it, I have to have them, even though I have that fancy Blu-ray double feature. But it probably doesn't have any special features, and the picture quality is probably nowhere near as good as these are. Because I'll be honest with you, I've been going through my Scream. That's my Sean. I'm about to do a Sean Connery impression. Anyway, I was going through my Scream Factory Friday the 13th franchise set, and let me tell you, I can't tell a difference in picture quality, but looking at the picture quality on that compared to the original like Blu-ray that had the Paramount movies, it's fucking night and day. Especially like part 6. Oh my god, it looks so fucking great. And I don't even know if that was a 4K transfer or just a 2K transfer. But that's beside the point, because these, I don't know, they might be 4K transfers. I haven't even opened them yet. But I'm gonna, and maybe we'll revisit the Poltergeist franchise this Halloween season. I hope so. I hope I don't get so busy that I can't do it. But anyway, that's those that I got from Arcade Legacy, and that was all he had up there that I wanted, that I needed. I was at Target getting beard products, and I'll be damned if they didn't have Michael Myers from Friday the 13th Part 2. God damn it if they didn't have Michael Myers from Halloween 2. And he's got the cloth clothes. Can you see it? Are you looking at it? Like, look how wonderful. And it was only $30. So I was like, I got $30. You know, I don't need to eat lunch tomorrow or the next day. I'll fucking buy an action figure from a fucking movie franchise that everybody fucking just played out and won't shut the fuck up about. But hey, you know, that's the kind of guy I am. But what I really want to show you is something I've been looking forward to for a really long time. And then when they came out, everybody else was posting them on Facebook. Like, look how cool I am. Look what I got. And so I started going around looking for it, just like I was been looking for them Ninja Turtles from NECA. And I couldn't find them. Couldn't find them. Looked everywhere, couldn't find them. Kept going back. Just kept going back. And then there it was, upside down behind a bunch of shit. Finally, I got my favorite Jason of the franchise. Don't tell nobody. A lot of people don't like this fucking movie, but that's just because they're stupid. And they don't realize that the movie had no control over what the MPAA did to this movie. But, they were trying something different. That's the thing about the Friday the 13th franchise. They're always trying something different, but they keep that same formula. Kids in the woods, something happened, kids getting killed right after getting naked. And so, don't get naked in the woods or you're going to die. That's the moral of the story. But just open this bad boy up and look at him. Just look at him. I mean, I've got that one up there. I don't know if you can see it. And then there's like one behind me that I don't know if you can see it. But it's not as absolutely detailed as this one. I mean, I've got a bunch of versions of the Part 7 figure that I don't know if they're back there or not. I didn't look. But it's the most gorgeous thing ever invented. And I absolutely fucking love it. And I absolutely look forward to NECA coming out with the Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. And I hope to God that they don't do the stupid I Love New York poster with him slashing through that. Let me have the one where he's overlooking the city, even though he's wearing them stupid gloves. But he is wearing them stupid gloves in the movie. But that's beside the point. I've been rambling on for far too long. Somebody wanted me to make a video talking about the haunted house, because the haunted house opened this past weekend, and I'm not allowed to technically do videos on it anymore, but it's crazy. I do got to tell you this one little story. For the first time in the 25-year history of that building running as a haunted attraction, and the first time in the 14, 15 years I've been there, on opening night, a transformer out front blew up and caught on fire, and the power went out and we had to close down. We've never had to do that before. It was fucking crazy. They had to come through, and I'm out on the bus, okay? So I'm not in the house. I'm out there scaring groups that were already in the house, and I guess they got to go through the house in complete pitch black darkness, and they come out to me, and I'm just thinking, because I have like the flashers on the bus going, and I'm like, oh shit, my flashers quit working. I must have blown a fuse. Not realizing how much darker it had gotten because it was already dark outside. And then I noticed, well, there ain't no goddamn music playing anymore. It's very quiet in here. And then that's when my friend Alicia hollered at me and said, go to the break room. And we sat in the break room until they finally released us. But yeah, story to tell. I ain't never seen anything like it in my life. Because I went over to see Sarah at the T-shirt shack. That's right, they got her in the T-shirt shack. And it's not like it sparked again, but you could hear it popping. And it was like, are we going to be all right? And we were. So anyway, if you've liked this crap that I'm doing here, let me know by clicking these buttons. I greatly appreciate it. And if you could fund my addiction to buying a bunch of shit that I don't need, there is a link for my Patreon. And if you can't, that's fine. That's fine. I understand. Now get the fuck out.